Did the October 7th war blow up the Abraham Accords? Absolutely not. Let me explain. Hi, this is Joel Rosenberg for All Israel News, All Arab News. I'm here in Dubai, the commercial capital, the financial capital, the entertainment capital of the United Arab Emirates. And of course, the United Arab Emirates was the first Arab country to join the Abraham Accords back in August of 2020, right? And then set into motion a total of 4 Arab countries normalizing relations with the state of Israel. Now, the UAE is run by President Mohammed bin Zayed, very affectionately known here in the country and around the region as MBZ, okay? Now, I can tell you flat out, 100%, the October 7th war and that began with the Hamas invasion on October 7th, 2023, and the horrible, painful, bitter war between Israel and Iran and all of Iran's proxies, Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, everybody else, and Iran itself, over the last 2 years has not blown up or destroyed the Abraham Accords. It certainly tested it, it strained it, but one of the things I wanted to come back to the United Arab Emirates because it was here that Mohammed bin Zayed had invited me and a group of delegation of evangelicals to come in 2018 and meet with him. And when we said, hey, we're praying about who's going to be the next Arab leader to make peace and normalize relations with Israel, he said, Joel, it's going to be me. We were shocked because we just wanted to share some of the principles about peace that evangelicals have from the Bible, that we love Israel, we're standing with Israel, you can't shake us, it's a theological, not a political position, that we love the Palestinians. We don't know the best way to make peace between Israelis and Palestinians, but we're not against them, we're for them, and we want there to be peace. And we pray for the peace of Jerusalem. We pray for Israel to have peace with all of its neighbors. That's what the Bible commands us to do. That's what we as Christians do as followers of Jesus. So we said that to him. What we were shocked is that he told us in an off-the-record meeting at that time that he was going to make peace, okay? Now, we were shocked. We asked him why, and it was a fascinating conversation. I detail it in my book, Enemies and Allies. But here's the thing. You know, it was 2 years later, in August of 2020, that he did announce with President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu the beginnings of the Abraham Accords. Really incredible. When the October 7th, 2023 war began, many thought, okay, you know, this is a very bitter, terrible war, and Palestinians are dying, Hamas is fighting us, we're fighting with everybody in our region, it feels like. So probably this is going to blow up the peace accords. These Arab countries aren't going to stick with Israel through it all. But the UAE has, and it's not to say they haven't had criticisms of Israel. They have. The UAE had sharp criticisms of Israel's defense forces, Israel's government, Israel's policies, and Prime Minister Netanyahu in particular. Obviously, they're not the only Arab country that has had criticisms and has vocalized them, but they did not break the Abraham Accords. In fact, 18 flights a day have been running to this moment, all the way through the war and right to this moment between the UAE and Israel. It's amazing. The UAE was the only other country that kept its planes, commercial planes, flying to Israel and back. And in fact, my wife, Lynn, and I several times took Emirati flights to get to other places in the world, including to the United States. So this was part of the ironclad commitment. It doesn't mean the UAE doesn't have criticisms. They do. They want to see this war over. They believe, in talking to officials here in the country, we're learning that they want to see some big changes. They believe with only one more Israeli murdered Israeli's body to be returned to Israel from Gaza, that should be hopefully in the next few days, next week, whatever, soon. So it's down to 1 after 251 hostages, right? All the live hostages got released about a month and a half ago. One more body left. So once that happens, then the Emirati officials believe the region will move, Israel and the United States and the other countries will move to phase 2 of President Trump's 20-point plan. So we'll see how that goes, right? That's about demilitarizing Gaza. It's about de-radicalizing Gaza. It's about establishing reconstruction, and there's a lot of questions to remain. And I can't get into all of it here, what we've learned here in our trip, but I've been very glad and encouraged that the Emiratis I talked to, they feel encouraged, they feel like the situation's moving in the right directions. How it's going to play out, there's going to be a lot of bumps along the way, but they are adamant. The leadership here does not want to see Hamas stay in power. They do not want to see Hamas radicalized, and they do not want to see arms in the hands of bad guys. So those are the changes that are coming, and we'll keep track of it right here at All Israel News and All Arab News. Joel Rosenberg from Dubai.